Do a great job. I got tons of respect for Coach Ensign and what they do. What he did at North Dakota State was amazing. Just not the amount of wins they had, but how they did it. I respect anybody who plays a physical brand of football, and that's what they do. So they're going to do a great job. They're going to try to do what they do, and it's our job to stand up and try to stop them.
They have a veteran quarterback out there. What have you seen in kind of the tape you've watched?
He's a really good player. Really good player. Got a lot of snaps underneath his belt, a lot of experience. There's probably not a lot of things you're going to be able to throw at him that's going to confuse him. So, we're going to have to do a great job sticking close to guys and get ready to go. And he throws a really good ball. He's smart. He's coached up. And so it's going to be a huge challenge for our guys on the back end. And we got to do our part up front, too, trying to get after him a little bit.
For that Hawk hybrid kind of role, how do you plan on kind of mixing and matching with the personnel you have just generally within the course of a game?
It just kind of depends on what they're running, kind of flow of the game. We want to be multiple in what we do, so that allows us to do that, gives us some flexibility with the guys that we have. Be multiple. We feel like we got the depth and talent to be able to do a couple things. So that's what we'll do, kind of be the flow of the game and what we see. We totally don't know what they're going to do, so we're going to have to adjust on the fly, which we'll be able to do.
Coach Leipold just said that Justice Finkley was announced a captain. Just how has he been able to take those leaps and bounds in such a short time being here?
He's a special young man, just like a lot of the guys that we got in. But Justice is just really special. Just his work ethic, just the type of person he is, it's just unbelievable. So it's not hard for me to really believe that he became a captain here this quickly, just for who he is. People gravitate towards him, and as a result, the guys voted for him, which is an extremely great honor that he has. I'm so proud of him.
What does the captain do for you as the leader of the defense? And what do you expect from him as the only guy mentioned on that side of the ball?
Yeah, it's really, a captain is a great, honor, and expect them to kind of carry on the voice in the locker room, kind of give us the pulse of the locker room. But just because those other guys weren't voted captain doesn't mean they're not leaders. That's just the guy who was voted. But, I expect Dean to do that. We expect our other seniors on the defensive line, DJ, Tommy, expect all those guys to continue on the leadership road that they already started. So that really doesn't change a lot for them just because they don't have the quote-unquote title of captain.
Austin Alexander was listed as a starter. Just what sort of growth have you seen from him over the course of camp, and what did he do to really cement himself as a guy that can start for you?
Yeah, Austin's growth really started in the winter. He really started to put on weight, started to take that part seriously, and he followed that up with a great spring, and then through the summer did his job, and then came here in camp and did a really good job. He's really athletic, he can cover, got really good ball skills, not afraid to get in there and hit. So, he did a really good job. DJ did a great job too, was just a little slow with some injuries, so we're getting him back in the mix. He's running around good today, so there'll probably be a good rotation of guys. So we're happy with our depth at corner and what they're doing.
And how much does that help? Obviously, it's not good that DJ didn't practice, but having the extra reps and extra opportunities for Jaleel and Austin, how much does that help bolster kind of the depth in that room?
Well, it does, just because, we got new guys there, losing the two guys that we had. So it really helped a lot that they got a lot of reps from the spring and the summer and fall to get themselves in there. And it really showed, and it's really just a credit to those guys, how hard they worked and what they've done. It's a credit to Coach Shelby and the guys that worked with him, Coach Burkett, of how they really coached those guys. They really poured into them, those guys bought in. So I'm proud of the coaches and the players with that one.
You guys tried a lot of different two-player combinations at linebacker. What was it about Bengali and Trey that made them the best choice?
They're just really good playmakers, really good communicators, and it's the same though. JG behind them is really good. Logan Brantley did a good job for us. John, all those guys, and I'm sure you'll see those guys in the game also. Those are just the guys who get the quote-unquote start, but they're not the guys who are going to be playing. Those other guys will be in, which will be good. Like I said, I'm really happy with our depth and look forward to seeing some of those young guys get out there and compete, in the booth coming up on Saturdays.
And how has it gone with the in-helmet communication at that position?
It's smooth. It's been good. Like I said, those guys are good communicators, and we haven't had we haven't had busts and different things like that. So those guys do a good job. Really proud of our Mike linebackers and what they're doing with the communication as well as our safeties. And like I said, communication is a big part of what we stress. So I don't see that being an issue.
Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, guys.